in these examples, what we see is we were just trying to find the tertiary position to put the bromine. But we said that allylic is even more stable. The allylic hydrogen has the lowest bond energy, and so that's the one that's going to get pulled off right here. And we'll get a hydrogen extraction, and we'll get resonance. So let's look at some of the problems with this reaction. One is that we get a competing reaction. While we can use bromine and light to add the bromine, we can also get addition over the double bond. So here we've got a double bond, and here the double bond is missing, and we've got two bromines, and we've got the enantiomer. To avoid this competing reaction, we want to keep our bromine concentration low, and so we use NBS. NBS is used as our reagent, and it's our source of bromine ions. Okay, so the directions for finding the products of allylic bromination. First, we want to find the allylic hydrogens. We want to remove them and add a lone electron. We want to draw all the resonance figures and place the bromine at the position of the unpaired electron in each resonance figure. So let's look at the couple examples that I've got worked up for us. Let me get the color that will stay. We'll do black. All right, so our first compound here has a double bond there. So where are the allylic hydrogens? There are no hydrogens at this position, and there's one hydrogen here at this position. So that's where we're going to pull the hydrogen off. We'll pull one here, and then we'll need to draw all the resonance structures. What can happen is we can have one electron go here, one electron goes there to make a double bond, and we'll have one electron go to the end. So we'll end up with a compound that has an electron here and a double bond here. And that is, I'm not sure, I don't need this one. All right, and then we need to put a bromine at each position. So let's put in our double bonds, and then we'll put a bromine here, and we'll put a bromine here. Okay, so let's look at the next one. And there's only two products. Notice we didn't make a chiral center, so we didn't need to indicate whether there's for toward us or against us. Okay, so the allylic hydrogens are going, here's a double bond, the allylic hydrogens are here and here. If we look at these two hydrogens are identical. So if we put our double bond here and we pull off one of the hydrogens, we'll have a free radical in that position. We want to draw all the resonance structures. So what will happen is this one will go to making a double bond, and one of these will go to make a double bond, and the other one will rest on that carbon right there. So in the next figure, I have a double bond between these two carbons, and I've got a free radical at that position. Now I want to put a bromine at each position where I have a free radical. So on the figures below, I've got the products, and so we'll have a bromine at this position, and we'll have a bromine coming off of this carbon. When we put a bromine on that carbon, we will be making a chiral center. So one of them, the bromine will attack from the top, and one of them, the bromine will attack from the bottom. So we get 3 products.